Blessed be everybody, it's time for another series of weekly tarot forecasts, and this one is all about the week starting May 14th, 2023. And of course, as we always do, we're going to be starting off here with the card of the week, which covers the more universal themes or the universal background energy that we are each and all experiencing, in addition to whatever signs forecast you are going to be looking at as you navigate the chapters in the down bar below. But first, I want to announce this week's giveaway winner. For those of you who are new to me, I do a weekly giveaway where every week there is a lucky winner who gets a free 15-minute video report from me, Astrology and Tarot. If you would like to sign up or enter yourself to get a chance to win that prize, all you got to do is leave a comment in the down bar below with your sun sign and your moon sign so that I know that you want to be entered into the drawing. I have a dedicated special automated comment picker, but I do look for keywords like the sun and moon signs to know who wants in versus who's just saying hello. This last week's winner is Call Me B. And so Call Me B, I have already reached out to you. Congratulations, you are the winner of this last week's drawing. And if you have not seen the comment that I have already put on your winning comment, please check your YouTube alerts and see what's going on there, because you do need to follow the directions I have sent your way. That way you can... So congratulations, Call Me B, you are this last week's winner. So what is going on when it comes to the card of the week? Well, the card of the week is the Page of Swords upright, the examiner, the investigator, the planner, and the organizer. And this is going to be a week where it's time to get serious, or you will be noticing a lot of support getting very serious about all kinds of different plans and projects and ambitions that you may have, whether they are personal, professional, romantic, familial, it doesn't matter. But with the Page of Swords upright, it is about getting pen to paper and getting down to business. There may be many meetings, many interviews, a lot of checks of one's methods, maybe even opportunities to prove oneself through tests, through evaluations, in order to be able to get yourself on the best road possible. But you have to know how to communicate, because the Page of Swords upright is all about positive engagement of what we might consider to be the left hemisphere of the brain. Now, we all know that the ideal is having a mastery of both the left and right brain, whereas the non-ideal or the flawed would be favoring one side or the other for life. But with the Page of Swords upright, what we see in this situation is an opportunity to organize things that have also been a bit confused or disturbed, or maybe chaotic, a little bit too wild, a little bit too impractical to actually come forth into being. The Page of Swords upright is also offering opportunities for improvements and alternatives to paths already taken, especially when it comes to maybe endeavors that one has been feeling has been getting a bit stuck, or it's taking us the wrong way, or we no longer wish to maybe remain in a certain space or a certain situation anymore. The Page of Swords can also offer shortcuts as well as expedited improvements, but we need to be willing to sit down, have the meetings, get pen to paper, talk about it, and engage the support that is coming to us as an equal participant, because the Page of Swords won't take care of us, right? It won't take care of you, but it will help you help yourself. And that is a huge part of how this week is going to flow. You're going to be in a space where you can expect very fast turnarounds for what you engage with, especially when it comes to meetings, plans, talks, interviews, things like that. And these fast turnarounds will beget fast gains, however you plan on gaining in these situations. But you need to be ready to engage. So that being said, let's have a look and see what is going on with each and every sign. Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th. And your big spiritual theme or your big focus this week is the Emperor reversed, which is all about getting into a space where we are taking a seat of power or taking authority or taking influence where it may have been either misused, misapplied, abused, or just simply neglected either by other people or maybe even a situation that we are involved in. With the Emperor card reversed, you are going to basically be put in a space where empty seats of power need to be sat in during this time. And you may be finding that throughout the course of this week, you may be butting heads every once in a while, especially when it comes to dealing with maybe the bad calls or the errors in judgment made by authority figures in the past, whether it's the recent past or the far back past. But this is also going to be a time of massive corrections. However, it is important to understand with the Emperor card reversed, you are also going to have to step into a position of authority yourself, even if it is just for this week. Even if you don't like that kind of responsibility, we all need to at least know how to do it when the time comes and circumstances demand it. You may be actually finding yourself thrust into leadership positions or making very, very big calls, but this will also advance you and your causes this week. So even if it is for just a week, be ready to step it up, okay? When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Three of Cups upright. So when it comes to, practical matters, you've got a beautiful week ahead of you because it looks like people are starting to crowd around you and lift you up on their shoulders. Maybe this is how you step up into a more influential position. The Three of Cups is all about getting the help, but also the abundance and the prosperity that we are looking for through our contacts, through our network, maybe even clients and customers, our peers and colleagues. You're going to be enjoying a lot of MVP treatment, even in new work situations. And you may find that with the Three of Cups upright, collaborations and work teams, as well as even business partnerships, are also going to be in the offering for you, and existing ones are going to be thriving. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Two of Swords reversed. And it looks like there may be something going on where you are going to have to help somebody who is in the middle of making a very, very tough call. The Two of Swords reversed can often indicate a person who is ready to make a very, very serious commitment in their life, but it is going to, in a very big way, change the shape of their world, whether it's their social life, their family, their relationship, or their job. This could be something that affects you, or this could be something that, again, you are helping another person finally go through with. And I feel like with the Two of Swords reversed, this is something that has been up in the air for a very, very long time. And if you do choose to participate and help with this, I do see benefits coming your way as well. This may be something that is also helping you close a distance between you and this contact. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the King of Wands reversed. Be very careful this week. This is going to be a time where the people who are the most grounded, organized, and dedicated are going to be getting the benefits and maybe even getting a lot more. But the people who are maybe going to be more flaky, more haphazard, less serious, or just maybe a bit more shallow are going to be kind of feeling a bit of a punishing energy. And the reason I'm saying it that way is because with the King of Wands reversed, you may be dealing with some serious disappointments or frustrations that could be coming out from a very immature, shallow, or superficial person. This could be a fake friend. This could be somebody who can't walk their talk, somebody who is being very flaky. You may need to pinch hit somebody if they are working on something with you, but it turns out, again, they're all talk or all affirmation, no action or no proof. There may also be a situation that comes up this week where you may need to take something back from somebody that is no good for it. This could be something that you entrusted to another person to take care of, or this may be something that you maybe entrusted on a whim, right, as a test of their methods or something to give them a chance, but I feel like they might be failing it. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Five of Pentacles upright. Now, interestingly enough, the Five of Pentacles can be very, very much an unpleasant card to get in practical matters. But when it comes to romance and when it comes to love, it can be one of the best cards in the deck. Because the Five of Pentacles is all about, at least in love, getting an opportunity to experience true, intimate vulnerability, that heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul connection, whether you are in a relationship right now or this is something new that is showing up in your life. However, you may find with the Five of Pentacles, there could still be some frustrations or maybe even some disappointments coming up with regards to some kind of joint plan or investment or project you have been working on with a partner. And you may need to be ready to scrap it and, salvage what you can, but you guys need to be able to move on from whatever this was. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th, 2023. This week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Two of Wands reversed, which is all about course corrections, which is all about clearing up confusion, but it can create a fairly frustrating week. And how do I know? The Virgos, we've just been going through this this last week. We got this card for the week I am recording this video in. And this can be a time where you are going to be doing a lot of troubleshooting, especially when it comes to messages, correspondences, agreements that had some kind of information lost in translation, whether it's people just not speaking the same language. We could speak the same language, but we might not use it the right way. There could be situations that come up where you are having to deal with people who have just a total lack of ability to say what they mean and mean what they say. That can always be a headache. Or you may be finding that with the Two of Wands reversed, a project or a plan is at risk of getting away from you because of the way it was built or the way it was started. Luckily, with the Two of Wands reversed, we can always fix it, but we've got to, maybe get ready to get down and dirty on doing that troubleshooting. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Five of Cups reversed, which is all about replacing what was lost, which is all about an influx of maybe new resources, new abundance, new wealth, new work opportunities, or even new allies and new contacts. With the Five of Cups reversed, a lot of you are going to find that whether it's happening on the job or at home or with a financial matter, something that you have been either separated from for a very long time or something that you had to leave behind or something that you once lost is now coming back to you and yours, either what you lost itself, right, coming back forward, or for those of you when we're talking about things like money or, again, maybe professional opportunities, jobs, promotions, things like that, a replacement for something that you may have gotten passed over with in the past. Either way, it looks to be a very, very good week for you here. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Ace of Swords upright. And with the Ace of Swords, this is all about getting a yes answer or getting the ball rolling with a situation where you have been waiting for the go signal. Some of you may have heard me refer to this as the green light card, right? This is where we are getting acknowledgement as well as maybe the permission to go ahead and bring something forth into being that was waiting on said green light. This could be something coming through a friend or an ally. This could be something that was maybe waiting on, a matter to kind of resolve itself in another household or another part of the office or another group. It does not matter though, it's go time. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Nine of Swords reversed. Do not hold yourself back with unnecessary anxiety, unnecessary guilt, unnecessary concerns that could only serve to be distractions, delays, and disturbances. The Nine of Swords reverse can often show up where we need to be careful about freaking out about nothing, or there could be situations coming up where problems run the risk of being self-fulfilling prophecies because other people are freaking out over nothing. And it's what they do to maybe sate their anxiety or assuage their guilt that actually make the problem worse. And so throughout the course of this week, you don't want that to be you, but you may also find that you could be talking some people off of ledges, or even having to be tougher in situations where you would normally want to go soft to prevent self from fulfilling prophecies from being fulfilled by yourself or others. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Hierophant card reversed. And the Hierophant card reversed is all about a change in style, a change in sensibility. And a lot of you are going to find that when it comes to relationships, you are getting a chance to change the way that you and a partner or you and your family are carrying on away from a normal or a status quo that you've become accustomed to. The Hierophant card reverse can be beautiful in love because it can be very refreshing. It can bring a lot of, excitement and a lot more brisk energy in, a lot more play. And I'm also seeing with the Hierophant card reversed, there may be something going on where we are choosing to carry on a relationship in a completely different style than maybe what we had set out to do, but it is a better fit for who we are and what we've become now since then, right? Kind of bringing the relationship current. And you're also going to find that a partner might be going through a bit of a shift in their own philosophy, their own belief system, and it's going to bring in a lot of new intrigue, a lot of excitement, and a new spark into the relationship. For those of you who are single or available to new people, this is going to be a time where a lot of you are going to be getting a chance to entertain a relationship type that you are compatible with, but you don't have a lot of experience with. This could be with a type of person or just the way the relationship carries on. And you've heard me say it before, in our astrology chart, we have, 3, sometimes 5 different types of relationships or different types of people that we are very compatible with. It's just that, sometimes people make the mistake of only focusing on one kind or getting stuck in their ways. And this could really open up some doors for you. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Ten of Wands upright, which is all about getting on the move, but with some very high maintenance, very demanding, and time-consuming projects and priorities. The Ten of Wands upright can often indicate a lot of success, a lot of big wins, but they're going to be kind of taking over. We're sort of working around the clock this week on everything. This could be a lot of big jumps, maybe in your earning power, in your own social status, maybe something you've got going on with a creative project or a relationship, but you need to be ready. You might be burning the candle at both ends for a while. Make sure you know how to set boundaries properly so that this doesn't become a precedent, but I don't think that you should avoid this either, because with the Ten of Wands upright, we are completing a lot of long-standing endeavors and investments as well. And so this is all about wrapping up a story in a very big, busy way. But I think that for a lot of you, this is also a page-turner week, so be ready to turn said page. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Six of Pentacles upright. and somebody's taking a shine to you. The Six of Pentacles is all about you being the recipient of some kind of special gift or investment in you that is either coming from somebody on the job or maybe even a point of contact in your life, a friend, a relative, an ally. This feels like an investment that is being made in you that could be setting you up for a much more cushy life when it comes to your personal finances or maybe your home life. With the Six of Pentacles, you may also be finding out about some kind of good news about an inquiry that maybe you have put out there, whether it's with somebody on the job, somebody in your field, or a potential ally or collaborator, or even, say, a family member or a financial institution. And there is going to be some kind of yes answer or some kind of offer coming your way. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Seven of Wands reversed. This week, you may be finding that you are put on notice to help somebody choose their battles. The Seven of Wands reversed can often show up where a person is either A, not taking responsibility like an adult and fighting their own battles, or B, not taking responsibility like an adult and choosing when to not fight their battles. It's going to be different for every Gemini. But the message is the same. This person, this friend, this relative, this ally, whoever they are, is going too hard in one of these two directions. And what can sometimes happen here is that they can make things a whole lot worse. And you might be the one to either talk them out of doing something crazy or need to be the one to push them to stand on their own 2 feet. Because whatever trouble they might be causing by doing one or the other is having a negative collateral effect and will only have a worse negative collateral effect if they don't do something else. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Three of Swords upright. You got to be willing not to be a people pleaser every once in a while. Sometimes you got to be disappointing to people. Sometimes you have to say things or do things that leave people feeling hurt or betrayed. The Three of Swords as a challenge is basically saying there are some difficult decisions or difficult conversations or maybe even some hurts you have to endure as well as even inflict this week. And sometimes this can show up where we might be feeling like we have to make a difficult choice between 2 roads, between 2 different commitments, between sides to take. And with the Three of Swords upright, ultimately, there is no way to avoid hurt feelings. There is no way to please everybody. There is no way to, fix it in such a way where everyone walks off happy for what happened. You are going to need to be ready to go through this, whether this is something you're doing with the Seven of Wands reversed or another matter. That being said, with the Three of Swords upright, you may also have to be ready to make a decision that is heartbreaking for you to make, even though it might be in the highest interest of all concerned. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you have the Five of Swords reversed. Now, interestingly enough, the Five of Swords upright is the crappy one, and when reversed, the Five of Swords is good. So for those of you who get superstitious about reversed cards, start watching real tarot readers instead. The Five of Swords reversed is all about peace. It's all about ending conflict. It's all about walking away from controversial situations or ending situations that have been rife with controversy. And I am seeing that for a lot of you Gemini people, if there has been something that has come between you and a partner or maybe an object of your affection, right? A person of interest, something that has maybe been making it difficult to connect, or maybe something that, yes, has been a fight starter, or something that has been maybe forcing us to keep a distance from each other, or it's something that we just, it's a battle that we've been fighting either with each other or against maybe another household or another force out there. That battle, that controversy, that conflict is coming to an end this week. And with the Five of Swords reversed, you may also be finding that there is something going on where you are getting a chance to patch something back up that has not been properly patched back up. Now, again, this might be something between you and a partner, you and a person of interest, or maybe your household and another household. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th, 2023. Your big spiritual theme or the big focus of this week for you is the Empress upright. And you're going to be noticing that this week is all about transformation of all of the environments and all of the atmospheres that you have become accustomed to in such a way where you will be transitioning either from those environments or those environments themselves will be transitioning in ways where they can actually produce more wealth, abundance, happiness, peace, and security for you. The Empress card upright is a sign that this whole week, regardless of what happens, and I'm looking a little bit ahead, we got some, regardless of what happens though, this whole week is a big renovation period for you. You are going to walk through this week and even through the rest of May feeling a lot wealthier, happier, and healthier for it. And so it's important to keep that in mind. The Empress is also a card that can indicate a lot of improvements coming through with existing plans and projects to increase their yield, as in what you get out of them, what they produce for you. What you reap from what you sow will be bigger and better than it has been in the past. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, and your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Devil upright. And with the Devil, there is going to be a point this week where we are going to have to come head to head with a thorn in our side or an adversarial influence or some kind of block that either we have been living with or something that is or has already been in recent history imposed upon us in some way. This could be an actual adversary, an individual, or maybe an account, a contract, or an agreement or commitment of some kind. Or this could be something that has maybe been a chronic issue in a more widespread way in a professional or family matter. Remember, with the Devil card upright, it's important to remember that it's showing up so it can be dealt with, as in eliminated. It's not showing up just to torment you, it's showing up so you can engage. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Four of Swords reversed. And this week you might be finding out about some kind of fast overnight change going on in another person's life, another person's world, that is creating a fast overnight left turn with a plan, project, or agenda that you've walked into this week with. A lot of the times with the Four of Swords reversed, it can go either way. It can be a very pleasant surprise, it can be frustrating, or it can just kind of be, okay, whatever, neutral. So again, your mileage may vary. However, with the Four of Swords reversed, what I'm seeing here is that this is going to be brought forth from some kind of big break, epiphany, or good luck that the other person in the situation is coming into. So I think that this is going to be something very, very good for y'all, but you're going to need to be ready to turn on a dime with whatever you've got planned for this week. When it comes to your challenge, you've got the Hermit card reversed. Now, the Hermit card reverse as a challenge is basically saying you are going to need to be ready to welcome more people into your space, as well as maybe even catch up, get in contact, or follow up with people that maybe you've fallen out of touch with. The Hermit card reverse can often indicate allies that we have that we could be working with that could help us. However, you know, they might need permission to come out of the woodwork. They might need to be invited into your space. They might need to be given permission to do good things for you. And you are challenged to make sure that you are not self-isolating, that you're not blocking yourself off, that you are not turning away help when it comes. Because with the with the Empress and the Hermit card reversed, again, this can still be a very, very good week, but we don't want to go it alone. When it comes to love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the King of Pentacles reversed. And this week, there may be some troubles coming up in your love life or in your household around money, around status, around material comforts, but not the lack, but actually the pursuit of them. Now, this can sometimes show up in situations where either a partner or we ourselves come into a way where we are maybe being forced to work around the clock or get into highly competitive but highly demanding situations that are interfering with our love life, or there may be a tendency to slip into sort of a workaholic problem as it relates to either a partner's actions or yours, or maybe both of yours. The King of Pentacles reversed is a highly successful energy, but it can be an energy that doesn't leave room for much else. And sometimes we see this turn into, if we're not careful, problems where we might be sort of feeling like we're selling our souls for material wealth, material survival, luxury, comfort, and status. It is a point where we might be noticing something that we've got going on needs to be checked, or there may be something that maybe a partner is falling into as maybe a bad tendency. They're kind of getting sucked into that mentality. And this is going to be a week where that needs to be remedied, right? We're going to need to find a way to catch this and pull it back so that this doesn't get out of hand. If it's not something going on with you or a partner, there may also be another situation going on with another household, a family member, somebody on a partner's job or on your job, or a project that is trying to basically buy us, right? Have us be indentured to them in some way, or control the situation with the promise of status, wealth, abundance, and money. And it's not good, no good at all. Let's see what we can do about getting ourselves out of that situation. For those of you who are single or available to new people, be very careful this week. A new relationship opportunity might not be starting on the right foot. Starting a relationship with this kind of maybe mentality, or coming from the new person, or maybe something you guys embark upon as a value together, will only create problems down the road. If you really do want to pursue this thing, see if we can start from a more wholesome and maybe more heartfelt place. But this is the King of Pentacles reversed is all about the more problematic sides of ambition, and we don't want that to be driving any kind of relationship situation, especially not new ones. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th, 2023. This week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Ace of Wands reversed, which is all about calling back and controlling wasted energy, making sure that we're not burning ourselves out, wasting energy, maybe getting overly involved in situations, or where things that we've been overly involved with, or things that have been too time consuming or too demanding, have already been wasting our energy, our availability, whether it's our availability socially, anything that could be compromising just our ability to get other things done. The Ace of Wands reverse can often show up as a bit of a power sucker, and we need to be aware of where the power sucker or the energy sucker influence might be in our world. Is this maybe something that we have been dumping a lot of time, energy, spending money into that's not giving anything back? Is this a leech? Is this a situation where we have been losing other opportunities because of an ongoing commitment or an investment that we're not going to see a return on said investment with. Sometimes this can show up with work, this can show up with money. It's important to pay close attention to where we need to call some things quits. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Knight of Wands upright. And with the Knight of Wands upright, there can often be an interesting big break coming from somebody that doesn't look like they could help us get a big break. The Knight of Wands is often a person or maybe a couple of people showing up all around the same time that are helping to promote us, helping to propagate our good name, or even accelerate or speed up the completion or the progress of a financial or professional pursuit, speeding up the way we climb a ladder, get a job, or accumulate wealth. With the Knight of Wands upright, though, keep in mind, again, this is going to be a situation where you might not necessarily right away anyway, feel like this is coming from a source or a person that would be able to do that. But don't judge things based on appearances, good or bad, right? I know we live in the age of social media, and that's kind of a value system now, but it's so toxic and self-sabotaging. Let whoever this is hook you up. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Four of Cups reversed. And it looks like there may be some blessing in disguise or some kind of upset that turns into good fortune this week relating to a matter you're involved in with a friend, a relative, or another person in your life. The Four of Cups reverse can indicate breaking out of a rut, something that is finally producing a resource, an answer, or a solution that we have long sought for, or maybe even something coming to break the mold with an important circumstance in your life and turning everything on its head for the better. It can be a little bit inconveniencing because this does, again, require us to adapt and to adjust for the new situation that is presenting, as well as maybe evolve in some of our beliefs or our philosophies around it, but this will have enormous payoffs. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Eight of Cups upright. Walking away from done deals. Leaving situations that are basically they've come as far as they're going to go. Sometimes the Eight of Cups is all about walking away from something that's complete, and any more energy or investment in it or time spent is redundant. Sometimes it's about walking away from lost causes. Sometimes it's about packing up and walking away from something that is maybe comfortable, familiar, but confining, and heeding the call of something that is trying to pull you out of your bubble for your own good, like possibly that Knight of Wands upright. Either way, you are challenged with taking up this cup. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Magician upright. And things are going beautifully this week in love and romance because we have a wonderful opportunity to create an extra layer or an extra dimension in our love lives surrounding some kind of passion, craft, talent, or even spiritual inclination that we are sharing or activating with our partner. Now, this could be something that is also allowed to finally get indulged or explored, because I'm also seeing you and a partner each experiencing your own individual and then therefore collective big wins. The Magician card is all about the celebration of achievement, especially when it comes to something that has been hard sought, hard fought for, or hard trained for. This could be something a partner's going through by themselves, or again, you guys going through this together, and suddenly everything is where it should be. For those of you who are single or available to new people, this could be you getting a chance to have the very same experience with somebody recent or new. And you may also find that, yes, there is a bonding agent already intact in this situation. You may have a shared talent, ability, or spiritual inclination that is already in sync. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th, 2023. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Strength card upright, which is kind of hitting all areas of life at once. The Strength card is all about bringing in an influx of power and strength into all of your works, your activities, and your goings on, making them all the more potent, influential, have bigger impacts, and you may also find that all of your sources of wealth or your sources of maybe support or even, your own name, your own reputation, it's all going through a powerful boost at this time. This is also going to be a period where you are going to find that a lot of areas of your life that maybe have been experiencing some kind of lack, some kind of hunger or thirst, right, a void, are all going through their repair and their fix. This is a week of tremendous healing, yes, but also stocking and restocking to make you and your own supply, your own inventory, your wealth, abundance, and resources all the more robust, as well as your sources and avenues of these goods more robust. Be prepared. It might catch you off guard a little bit just how easy and how breezy this week and likely the rest of May is going to feel, because you're coming into a space of newfound power. Not just restored power, but something bigger than that, or anything that you've been used to in the past. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Hanged Man upright. And it looks like something is getting put on hold this week temporarily so that you can concentrate or focus on something else that demands your attention or may actually yield you more profit or more gain or just be in much more demand or more suitable for you during this time. A lot of the times the Hanged Man can indicate a project or a road or an investment going into a bit of a chrysalis phase, getting ready to develop into something better. If you have your fingers in many pies, one pie might just need to go back into the oven while you work with the rest. This is also a time, though, where you may be finding that something is getting suspended or stalled so that you can take some kind of much needed break. Things are still going to be very, very comfortable this week. You're going to be doing fine, right? We saw that Strength card there, so maybe enjoy it. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Three of Pentacles upright. And you're going to be put on notice to be ready for some kind of very important collaboration or connection that you would do very well to be available to get involved in this week. The Three of Pentacles is all about being embraced and welcomed into, with open arms, into some kind of very strong team or team endeavor or fellowship endeavor. This could be something that maybe that's why we take the break with the Hanged Man, right? We got to go and put our time and energy here. But I'm also seeing that this is something that is going to beget you some kind of wealth or some kind of prestige, as this group all seems to be working very, very hard together to lift each other up. This could be something going on with people at work or with friends or with family members or with partners. But with the Three of Pentacles, it is getting a chance to finally work on your dream team. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Ten of Pentacles upright, which honestly is not telling me about any challenges at all. It is one of the top 5 best cards in the entire 78 card deck. The Ten of Pentacles is all about security, longevity, prominence, prosperity, affluence, and comfort. It's all about having plenty now and more to come that begets even more. And so when we see this come up as a challenge, you yourself, what's going on with you, your home, your work, your finances, everything is going very, very swimmingly. Sometimes this can show up, though, as a potential challenge that comes up because of a good thing. Sometimes a big break, a big blessing, or a big win may stir up controversy around you. And you may need to be ready to protect your wins as well as your newfound status and power from whatever chaos may be going on as a reaction. Sometimes, a windfall or a big success or a promotion can stir up problems in family members or in work groups. There could be something going on where maybe a big win for you requires you to accept that it will be an upset in some way for somebody else. But I'm really not seeing any challenges this week at all. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Page of Cups upright. And a lot of you are going to be going through the experience of feeling like you're getting wooed or courted this week. Even those of you who are seeing somebody or you are in a committed relationship, the Page of Cups is an expression of vulnerability and an invitation to a very playful romance. And you may be finding that a partner or a spouse is getting into this very amorous and very playful, very adventurous mood with you. Or you may be finding that maybe a partner or a spouse is going out of their way to maybe make an adjustment with their world or their life arrangements in order to create a bigger space for romance and play and recreation in our home life, in our relationship, in our marriage. For those of you who are single or available to new people, you are going to be getting approached this week. You may have somebody pitching woo to you, somebody going out of their way to try to grab your attention. And with the Page of Cups, this is always a very nice thing when it's upright because this is somebody who is already fluent and already shares a love language that we do. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 13th, 2023. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Eight of Swords upright. And so there is this big focus on tackling issues that you have allowed maybe just being a bit permissive. Maybe we've been a bit too live and let live with. The Eight of Swords is all about escapable problems that we might still just be allowing to run rampant in our lives, focusing on maybe too much soothing and healing and not enough curing and solving. And it's time, Libra, for you to switch your stance on that and take some responsibility. And I'm saying that to myself as well as a Libra rising, right? This is my self-talk. I don't sugarcoat when I talk to myself. Why would I do it to you? The Eight of Swords upright is all about things that can be fixed, that we might be afraid to fix, or we might identify with and don't know how to challenge or know where to start doing the challenging. Those opportunities to challenge and overcome the situation or these situations will be presenting this week, and you want to make sure that you do. Remember, the Eight of Swords card, the girl in the picture, yeah, she's tied up, but she could easily cut herself loose on the swords, take off her blindfolds, and walk away. She's choosing not to. And we have to all face, where are we choosing not to solve a problem and choose, and maybe stop soothing it and just solve it instead. When it comes to material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you got the Seven of Cups reversed. And with the Seven of Cups reversed, there is some kind of new commitment getting set in stone this week, something getting crystallized. This can be very good news for those of you that have been looking to commit to a new road or maybe lock in some kind of influx of cash or an income avenue. Or for those of you who have been maybe looking to maybe get more specific when it comes to your title, your role, or what your duties are. I'm also seeing with the Seven of Cups reversed that there's going to be the removal of a lot of disturbances, a lot of distractions or obstructions that may have been getting in the way of you settling in with a work path or a career ambition or a financial goal. In fact, with the Seven of Cups reversed, this could be setting something in stone that is also protecting you from further disturbances while also finally raking in the dough. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Six of Wands reversed. And the Six of Wands reversed always shows up as a change of heart. And somebody may be having a change of heart this week. It could be you who's having a change of heart. The Six of Wands reverse is indicating there's going to be an about face or a reversal of a decision that was once made as it impacted you and a friend, or you and a family member, or even an entire group or a cluster of family members that you have been involved in, or a group of friends. Now, with the Six of Wands reversed, I feel no matter what the reversal is, you are going to be happy for it. But it can come in a lot of different fashions. Sometimes it's reversing a bad decision that was made, such as, accepting something that shouldn't have been accepted, or going forward with something that shouldn't have actually been even entertained, or reversing a decision to turn down or block something that shouldn't have been turned down or blocked. Again, that's going to be on a Libra to Libra basis. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Nine of Wands upright. And the Nine of Wands is all about paying close attention to where we need to better set ourselves up for success and how we can better protect ourselves. However, with the Nine of Wands as a challenge, it can sometimes ask us to see where we have been maybe stuck in our ways, or maybe overly committed to a path or a plan playing out a certain way. Where is it we may be blocking out good things from happening or going in circles because of the way we have arranged our boundaries? Sometimes our boundaries need work because we're letting the wrong things in and keeping the wrong things out. And sometimes we've welcomed things into our protection that we'd have no business protecting. Either way, it's going to be up to you to sort it out. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Queen of Cups reversed. And this week, love could require a bit of work. The Queen of Cups reversed is indicating some kind of adversarial influence that is not necessarily the big scary horned monster, but more of the spider controlling the webs is going to be a key player. Some of you may be finding that a relationship situation or a family situation is getting manipulated from the bottom. A lot of the times, the Queen of Cups reverse can indicate somebody who is letting their insecurities or their woundedness or their victim status or victim appearance be their weapon, controlling through frailty or through guilt trips. This is often an adult who, tends to present childlike affectations in order to get what they want. Again, career victimhood, control with frailty, all of that kind of thing. This could be something that is happening to you or to a partner, right? This could be a toxic person just kind of weaponizing their wounds or using their wounds, keeping them open to stay in control. Some of you may be finding, if you are single or available, that somebody that you are meeting or somebody that you've been seeing is possibly suffering this kind of abuse. And this is abuse, by the way, going into the wounded brat, acting out kind of energy that is toxic, that is abusive behavior. And there may be a need to confront and take on the situation more directly than we have, whether you are in a relationship or not. Again, this could be a family member, a friend, an in-law, somebody closely involved in the relationship situation that you're in or the relationship situation you'd like to be in. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th, 2023. And your big spiritual theme, your big focus for this week is the Death card reversed. And this is a week where it feels like a lot of you are going to be put on notice to finally tackle situations that maybe you had left to try and take care of themselves as they relate to past matters. The Death card reverse can indicate loose ends. It can indicate things that may not be finalizing in terms of a transition, things left behind, unfinished business. And the reason we want to make sure that we take care of these things is because, one, nobody wants that hanging overhead. But number two, I also feel with the Death card reverse, this is about retrieving things left behind, not opening up old stories, old situations, old relationships, and, just sort of letting things stagnate, but things that really do belong to you as you finally make your moves forward. With the Death card reversed, I'm also seeing you may be in a situation where you have to enforce transitions where other people or other matters have not been allowing something to go forward or allowing something to finally end even though it's done, right? We've read the last page of the book. Why can't you let us just close the damn thing? And that might come up a lot in different areas of this week. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Ten of Swords upright. And this week, we're seeing a bad end to a bad situation. We are seeing an abrupt punctuation to a situation that's only going to get worse. The Ten of Swords upright can be an extremely difficult card and an extremely relieving card at the same time. Some of you may be finding that you are getting a chance to close the door on a financial, professional, or family matter that has been a constant source of pain, loss, and headaches for a very, very long time. But it may not be a gentle close. The Ten of Swords indicates something getting taken off the table, something getting completely just blown up in smoke. But at the same time, if it was left to go on, it would only get worse and worse and worse. There wasn't any fixing the situation. That being said, with the Ten of Swords, some of you may also be inflicting this experience on other people, blocking people, going no contact with a peer or a colleague or a client or a customer, or deciding to go no contact or cut off a family member or somebody that may have had some kind of financial or material ties with you. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, we've got a completely different story. We've got the Eight of Pentacles upright, and this week you are going to be getting really well taken care of by a friend, a relative, or an ally that is helping to upgrade and update a lot of your tools, as well as maybe your education, your skills, and even your resource pools in such a way where you are going to become a much more, let's just say a bigger earner or a more high-powered earner when it comes to your wealth, your abundance, your home security, your home economic situation. The Eight of Pentacles is all about polishing things, right? Making things better and allowing things to actually beget more success and beget more growth through consistent and ongoing improvements. You may also be finding that with the Eight of Pentacles upright, a friend or a relative is also helping you to fix, heal, or repair something that you have been hoping would receive that kind of treatment, but it has not been in, let's just say, a very good way in recent history, but you will be getting an ally's help in making everything back to ship shape. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Two of Pentacles upright. And the Two of Pentacles is all about getting really, really busy and having to navigate some serious turbulence with grace. This is going to be a week where you want to be careful about what you say yes to and make sure you're not taking on too much at once or piling on too much at once. There's only so many different places you can be at the same time. The Two of Pentacles can show up in a good way where a lot of our own priorities, our own ambitions or desires are starting to evolve and advance, which is really, really good. But they're all advancing and they're all evolving at the same time, which means they're also going to need more from us, each and all, at the same time. So make sure you are not letting things get away from you. Make sure you are not biting off more than you can chew, and make sure you're not promising to be everywhere at once. Double booking can sometimes happen if we're not careful here. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Judgment card upright. And it looks like all relationships are getting ready to graduate from a certain stage or a certain phase that they have been in. The Judgment card is all about getting ready to change the status of our relationship, bringing all matters of our story or our relationship or our household thus far to a head, and getting ready for each and all of us to go on a completely new road. The Judgment card upright can indicate big talks around some kind of big move or transition. This could also be maybe an opportunity to expand or grow something that we are working on in the family or in the marriage itself. Some of you may be finding out about a big promotion or a big win that a partner is having, or you may be finding out about a big spike in wealth that you are enjoying as a couple or as a family that is also changing the trajectory of the relationship. For those of you who are single or are available to new people or seeing somebody casually, this is a relationship opportunity that is coming in that is definitely looking for something more serious, committed, and long-term. And with the Judgment card upright, this is the type of person that would be laying all their cards out on the table right away. And so this doesn't mean it's going to be a crazy, unhealthy whirlwind situation, but we are definitely seeing a much more intentional start to building towards that kind of outcome if desired. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th, 2023. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Ace of Pentacles upright, which is all about new foundations getting set to help you to claim some kind of new wealth, abundance, happiness, or security that is going to be a gift that keeps on giving, but it is also affecting all areas of your life at the same time. By the way, I just got to say this. Please don't say I claim this in the comments. It's just, it gives me a really icky hallelujah feeling when people do that. And it's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. But it's a good card, and it's a really, really good week coming up here for you. The Ace of Pentacles, you can actually look at that as the gift that keeps on giving, because it's a lot of new comfortable starts, a lot of new affluent and prosperous beginnings. And you want to make sure, however, that you take them seriously, because everything that comes with the Ace of Pentacles will require a disciplined commitment from you. Everything is very serious. Nothing is going to be whimsical or pie in the sky or lackadaisical. When you say yes, people get down to business. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Moon card reversed. And this is going to be a week where there is going to be a very special reveal that is going to get made, either with a financial or professional matter about some kind of opportunity that has been kept private, developed in secret, or something that maybe has been concerning you, but you've been out of the loop with. With the Moon card reversed, though, I am seeing that this is something highly beneficial. This will come as a very pleasant surprise. This reveal is going to possibly lead to that Ace of Pentacles experience. This could be a reveal about something going on maybe in the greater environment of your workspace, or maybe something going on behind the scenes with a financial account or financial priority, or even a family matter or a household matter. But with the Moon card reversed, it's time for a pleasant surprise to come out. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Three of Wands upright. And this week, you may be finding that a friend or a relative is going to be reaching out to you because they have found something that you have been looking for. Now, this could be something that they were aware that you were seeking, right? Maybe you've been very public about it, or this could be an errand or a favor that you've asked of them. The Three of Wands proverbially is the sign that your ships have come in. And this could also be a delivery of some kind that a friend, an ally, or a contact is making for you or giving to you that is going to bring an asset into your life. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Two of Cups upright. And with the Two of Cups as a challenge, usually this has to do with being willing to blend or incorporate or join forces with other people and making sure that we are okay with sharing power, sharing success, and working on a close, tight-knit team. Now, with the Two of Cups, this can maybe show up every once in a while where we might be used to flying solo. We might be a little bit more introverted. We might like to kind of do things all by our lonesome. I can definitely relate to that. But we need to know how to be flexible. It's just kind of required for a good, wise, evolved life. And with the Two of Cups, you are going to want to make sure that you are allowing yourself to share in the company and the support and the benefits that come from strong teams, collaborations, and partnerships as well. Another side note, just because we had that Ace of Pentacles in the beginning as well, remember, everything that is coming up this week is going to be a commitment that lasts beyond this week. And so you want to make sure that you understand your words have a lot more gravity. Don't say things just randomly. Don't just pop off. Don't just say things just to say them, right? Make sure that you understand that people are listening and they want to do for you and they want to take everything seriously. So you got to be serious too. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the King of Cups reversed. And this week there could be some controversy coming up in a relationship situation, whether you are in a relationship right now or you are single or available or maybe seeing somebody in an unofficial way. The King of Cups reversed often shows up where a problem is getting started for other people because somebody will not do for themselves. And more often than not, those reasons come from immaturity, insecurity, accentuated weakness, or exploited weakness, or exploitation of the generosity, kindness, or empathy of others. King of Cups reversed, not a very good card. This could show up in a situation where it's possible that you and a partner may have to have a sit down about a situation where somebody is not doing for themselves, growing or taking personal responsibility, or has maybe been coming between us. Maybe it's not you or a partner, but maybe it's one of our kids, or it's a relative, or somebody close to the family or the household that we've almost sort of just started taking care of, that refuses to grow, refuses to evolve, refuses to, live and act independently. And that's the thing about the King of Cups reverse. This is a refusal. It's not a can't, it's a won't. Could also be a block showing up that could be taking up time in a single Sagittarius person's life when it comes to interference in a relationship trying to get off the ground. So, make sure that boundaries are understood and set, and, people aren't afraid to call this situation like it is. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th, 2023. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Tower reversed. And so this week, you are going to be noticing that the world around you, but not necessarily your world, may be going through a series of cataclysmic or, explosive transitions. And with the Tower card reversed, this can sometimes show up in such a way where we need to be ready to adapt our plans or adapt our availability in order to adjust to whatever is going on out there. The Tower card reversed can sometimes affect us in a vicarious way, and this could be something going on in another corner of the office, another part of town, but it's not directly happening to us. That's an important thing to keep in mind. With the Tower card reversed, I do feel that a lot of what is coming through may be things that you have already sort of seen coming, things that were almost an inevitability or made to happen by the actions of those it will be affecting. With the Tower reversed, though, it's important to understand that the message is always the same. This part of our world is going through its time to come down, even if it's not happening to us personally. And we need to be ready to, not only deal with the aftermath, right, move through it, but understand that a lot of these things will not be preventable. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, and your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Nine of Cups upright. And this week, you are doing extremely well for yourself when it comes to all matters of wealth and professional growth, because the Nine of Cups is all about having a personal wish or aspiration granted or accomplished. Now, a lot of you may be finding that this could be coming to you by surprise, and some of you may already have been putting your feelers out there and will finally be attaining what you've been looking for. The Nine of Cups can indicate a shift onto an easier street when it comes to you being able to maybe finally afford or get down to business with something that you have been planning to maybe embark upon for a very, very long time. The money is going to be showing up for it, or maybe the attainment of the role, the job, or the position allows that money to come forth now or in the near future. Some of you may also be finding that an inquiry or a request or demand that you've put out there is being acknowledged, accepted, and acted upon. And you may also find that there is some kind of treasure that you've been seeking that will finally be found. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Four of Pentacles reversed. And this week you may be finding out about a situation that is putting you back into contact with somebody that you yourself have either withdrawn contact with, or they have withdrawn contact from you. Now, this might not be like a happy reunion. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles reverse can show up where we're just opening the doors enough to deal with old business and then close those doors again. But this sometimes is necessary. There could be a lot of good that comes out of this, even if it's an unpleasant or undesired moment. This could be somebody who is not a friend anymore who used to be a friend, a family member we'd rather just have nothing to do with, or some kind of old financial or relationship matter. Again, don't overprocess it because that's not productive. It never is. Just get it over with and move forward. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Chariot reversed. This week, you're going to be feeling like it's just too hard to stay on top of everything sometimes. The Chariot card reverse can often indicate too much activity, things going extremely quickly, and a need for us to be ready to downsize a little bit when it comes to what we're getting involved in. The Chariot reverse can also show up as a challenge where it's possible that maybe multiple goals, multiple plans, relationship agendas, or even involvements that you have are starting to kind of each go off their own way, and we can't keep holding on to all of them at once, all right? We've maybe been trying to do too much at one time, and we're losing control of a fast-paced situation, especially with that Tower card reversed. This can still be a time that is very, very good to you, but you need to be careful not to be greedy or try to have everything you want show up all at the same time. You're going to have to get more organized and a bit more dedicated to specific matters nearer at hand, and maybe wait for your chance to go, catch those wild horses that have run off another time later in the month. When it comes to your relationships, your romantic life, love life, you've got the Six of Cups upright. And for those of you who are currently single or are available to new people, it does look like there's an opportunity for you to explore a love relationship either through somebody from your past or somebody connected to your past. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean an ex or an old relationship, so this could actually be a childhood friend that is connecting you to somebody that they know. This could be an opportunity for you to meet somebody that maybe you could have met once upon a time, but, the stars just never aligned, right? It's sort of like, oh yeah, my friend's cute cousin that would visit over the summer, or that kind of thing. There is a very nostalgic back in time machine kind of feel for you Capricorn people here. Well, you single Capricorn people who are here. For those of you who are coupled or are married, the Six of Cups upright is indicating the relationship itself kind of going into its own time machine. We are getting back in touch with the roots of our relationship, bringing something back to life that allows us to maybe explore a much more youthful energy and a lot more intimacy together. A lot of you may also be finding that a partner could be helping you bring something back to life that you once had in the past, but you had to turn away from, or, other matters kind of came up. And so again, still a feeling of very sweet retrievals going on for you. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th, 2023. And this week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Nine of Pentacles reversed, which is all about cleaning up the garden, cleaning up our fields, making sure that we are assessing situations where we might be finding that a plan, a project, a relationship, or an investment is not paying off because we might actually be trying to build it, establish it, or get things in motion either in the wrong space, with the wrong people, with the wrong tools, or just going about it the wrong way. Now, this might be a discovery that is made this week. Sometimes the Nine of Pentacles reverse can show up where we find a better way. Or we may be spending some time this week weeding out the garden, getting all the moles and gophers off the property, going through and setting ourselves up with a cleaner, much more supportive environment, socially, materialistically, the whole 9 yards. The Nine of Pentacles reversed in any other position would normally warn of interference, right? Sabotage, maybe even people riding our coattails, or things getting thrown off their course or not being given a chance to come forth into being and therefore not paying off. However, in this position, we're getting a chance to see all of that get fixed, and that is going to be a big theme of this week. You might be in for some shocks every now and then when you see what's been really going on and maybe who and what's been really the problem or where all along, but this is also going to be a week of turning it all around. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Knight of Swords reversed. And this week there may be some confrontations that come up with a person or maybe even a couple of people that are bringing their chaos into a professional, financial, or family situation and running amok. With the Knight of Swords reversed, we can often see rash, impulsive, poorly thought out behavior that runs the risk of damaging something sensitive or throwing something important off course. This may be something that has been going on for a while, and maybe this is just the week where you finally have the time and the energy to knock them out. Or it could be something that is revealed by what we just talked about with the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Either way, with the Knight of Swords reversed, it's important to keep in mind that this can still be an extremely wealthy and prosperous week for you, but you need to deal with the troublemakers. You need to deal with the hotheads. You need to deal with the chaotic crazies and not let them just run around all willy-nilly. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Eight of Wands upright, and you're going to be getting some pleasant surprises this week with regards to something that you thought you would have to take a very long time to build or establish, or maybe something that you would thought you have to wait a very long time for. maturing and coming forth into being and manifesting for you way ahead of schedule. With the Eight of Wands, this could be a speed up of something that maybe you had already accepted would take a while, or maybe good news for those of you that were frustrated with the slow development of maybe something you've got going on with a friend, a relative, an ally, a partner, or a colleague. With the Eight of Wands, this is also going to be a time where a surprise influx of wealth or maybe a surprise influx of support from other people is also going to be propelling a project or a pursuit that you have in the works further and farther than you estimated it could go, especially at this stage. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the the Ten of Cups reversed. Ten of Cups reversed. This week, you've really got to be careful about trusting to appearances, associations, and biases. The Ten of Cups reversed can often show up where we need to be aware of things that go out of their way to look extremely pretty and appealing on the outside to misdirect attention from what is so very wrong on the inside. And appearances don't have to just be looks. They can also be words. And so it's very important to make sure that you are not trusting to surface values or using surface evaluations when it comes to who you can trust, who's trustworthy, who you're defending, and who you are accepting help from. Sometimes this can also show up where there could be an unpleasant reveal about a person or maybe a situation in a group or in another household, about something that's been going on behind the scenes that was getting covered up, and you do need to know about what's going on as it may be very relevant to you or circled around somebody or something that you care about. You will be able to save the situation from whatever the heck's going on there, but the reveal does have to happen. When it comes to your relationships, with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Six of Swords reversed. And with the Six of Swords reversed, there is going to be a rearrangement in play. The Six of Swords reversed is all about turning your boat around. That's literally what the picture is of. And in relationships, this can be a time where those of you who are coupled or are married may be finding that you are deciding to resume a journey or a path that we stepped aside from for a little while we maybe work on other matters. This could be a plan that we had for ourselves or our kids, our home economy, maybe even a living situation change. The Six of Swords reversed can also indicate something returning to you and a partner, a return of old money, a return of old opportunities, or a return of old friends that are helping to set your entire relationship, marriage, and household up with a brighter road or a new road to go down to a brighter horizon. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, this is going to be bringing somebody back into your life that you never really got a chance to fully explore a relationship opportunity with, right? We just never really got there. We might have always just stayed neighbors or coworkers or associates in some way, not even really getting past first base or not even getting to first base, but the opportunity is there. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting May 14th, 2023. And this week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And so you're getting kind of a double theme for this week. On one hand, I've often noticed with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, we come into an opportunity to inherit or claim treasures that have either been treated like trash by other people or have been unappreciated in some way. This could be something going on with personal projects. This could be going on at work. This could be things even going on when it comes to, say, friends and social life and people that we care about. And you are getting a chance to sort of take these things in, take them on, but also enjoy the treasure that's really there that may have been trashed or treated like trash by others. However, the other side of this you want to keep an eye on is that the Wheel of Fortune reversed is also issuing you a warning about making sure you're not accidentally doing the same thing. Because sometimes the Wheel of Fortune reversed can also call our attention to things where we have maybe been too deferential, maybe outsourcing too much, taking too much of a hands-off or wait-and-see attitude, not getting involved where we need to get involved, or things that we may have entrusted to other people to do for us that we need to be taking care of ourselves. So you're getting the double meaning here. You're getting both. Work well with it. It will serve you well. Just again, follow the advice of the spiritual theme card and all will be well. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Queen of Swords reversed. And this might be where that treasure being trashed experience is showing up in a big way. The Queen of Swords reversed is showing up where somebody is either abusing, manipulating, or maligning something that it involves you relating to either a financial or work path or plan, a personal project, or even something relating to a household or family matter. The Queen of Swords reversed is not a new villain in your life. This could actually be somebody that you have had to deal with this behavior with on and off again for years. This might not necessarily be a person. If this is just a circumstance or whatever is going on, more often than not, though, with the Queen of Swords reversed, they show up and it might be because we've not sufficiently neutralized them or dealt with them properly. We may have been a bit soft serve in the past and now we have to be tougher. This could be another family member. This could be a coworker, a toxic client, or maybe even some old business from the past that refuses to release itself or refuses to let you release it. Either way, it's time to throw down. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Lovers upright. And this week there is going to be an important cementing of a powerful union, alliance, win-win arrangement, win-win contract, something that is lifting you and the other party involved up at the same time. With the Lovers, this does look to be a long-term commitment, but something that is of a complementarian nature. You and the other in this situation cover each other's backs extremely well. Where you have a weakness, they have a strength. Where they have a strength, you have a weakness. This could be very important in, say, a personal project, a work situation, a financial alliance, or maybe even something going on in a romantic story, or maybe even in a family story. But what is happening here is that this union is going to really set a new trend for your life going forward, especially for the rest of May and on through the rest of 2023. Your challenge this week is the Queen of Wands reversed. And there's another baddie kind of showing up in the mix. The Queen of Wands reversed, you've probably heard me refer to before as sort of the Mean Girls card. This is the bully. This is the angry, abusive, chaotic, histrionic. This is the uncomfortable in stability and harmony type of person. They need the drama. They need the excitement. They need everything to be at a 10, and they will tear the house down to feel it. This could be one and the same with the Queen of Swords reversed, or a different person creating problems either for you or somebody that you care about. And this is also another situation where it's possible they have been blocking an opportunity for you, or creating a situation where a treasure has been getting trashed, or you've not been able to claim something that you would like to claim. So be ready to take this one on as well. When it comes to love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Justice card reversed, which is indicating that really the whole focus in love this week is going to be all about reversals, or reversing problems by reversing decisions, commitments, contracts, and arrangements that were maybe established in the past. A lot of the times with the Justice card reversed, we undo consequences or negative situations by, again, clearing the cause, the core, and the initiation of the effect. Some of you may be finding that, yes, this week there may be certain decisions or commitments that you and a partner or you and a spouse have arranged or agreed upon that we do need to reverse because they have taken us down a bad path, or there may be some discoveries, some reveals this week that not all was established well or in good faith or with the right information or all truths evident. This can sometimes indicate the reveal of a problem that could have been going on as well with a contract or an arrangement or involvement or investment that is tied to us, or this could be a stance or an agreement we have agreed to maybe live by or work with together that is not fair to one or both of us, or could actually be harmful to one or both of us. And this contract, arrangement, agreement, whatever it is getting reversed. This is also going to be largely the same experience for those of you who are single or are available to new people. However, this could be something that, goes back to a previous relationship or something you will be encountering as a new or recent person is solving or addressing issues, hopefully, as it relates to a previous relationship that could still be influencing them in some way. The Justice card reversed, however, is indicating the abandoning of a path, the abandoning of a road, or the abandoning of a course of action or future regardless. And, we are deciding to take a completely different road because maybe we started on the wrong one, we've been on the wrong one, or something runs the risk of getting started the wrong way. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.